Hello everyone, this is Own Wall Street with thetradersperspective.com doing my weekend edition of my bi-weekly video analysis. Before you have the S&P 500, just taking a look at the 4-hour time frame. So the grand scheme of things, we've been kind of drifting higher. This market, as I mentioned earlier in the week, could see another push higher to test these recent highs around 2450. And since that level, we did kind of gap down a little bit. We caught support back at this low 2400 level, and we bounced. And we're still looking to drive a little bit higher, in my opinion. Just dropping down to this 1-hour time frame, you can see that we do have a gap here that we do need to fill. And then we're going to be dealing with some sell pressure. Excuse me. Let me get that out of the way here. And we're going to have some sell pressure kind of come in around this 2440 level. It's been a level that we've been kind of having a little bit of an issue with, and now that we've kind of been just churning in between here, you can see that we are going to definitely take a shot at this 2440 level, and then if we do get above there, the next level would be another test of this 2445 level, and then we'll have to see what happens from there. But in the meantime, I just wanted to bring something to all of your attention. On a daily time frame, you can see that we have the 50 period simple moving average drifting ever so higher, and we are now kind of like, as I mentioned, we are in this little consolidation area here near all-time highs. So keep an eye on these levels here, which I'm about to show you on the weekly time frame, just to kind of get an idea of where we've come from and where we're heading. So on a weekly time frame, you can draw a little bit of a trend line like so. Kind of keep an eye on that. That'll coincide with this 50 period simple moving average as we do go forward in time. So near term, just watch out for this 2440 level. If we drift higher and break out, obviously you can put your stop losses in profit and just ride the wave. Otherwise, if you're looking to short this, pay attention to this 2440 level, and then also look for this 50 period simple moving average on the 4-hour time frame, and that'll kind of give you the clue as to the next directions to go to. Dropping back down to this hourly time frame, you can see here that we are kind of battling with this 50 period simple moving average on this time frame as well. So even though we have put in a test of the 2450 level, we have since come down. We've gained some support near this low 2400 level. So watch those two areas. So basically you're going to watch for this 2417 level and around 2440 as your trading range for now, and trading accordingly to those respective areas. So again, if we break higher, then keep your eye on here. If we do break lower, keep your eye on this 200, and then you'll be looking at 2400 test to the downside as well. So those are the areas that I've identified for you to kind of zone in on. Other than that, manage your trades, have your respective positions, risk reward ratios pre-established before trying to play a tight range like this. Basically this is best for scalping. But as far as a general trend, we're still kind of waiting to see what's going to happen in this overall picture. So on the daily time frame, you can see we're clearly still looking quite well. We're well above this 50 period simple moving average, but I do believe that we are coming on a possible test. Maybe we'll see some selling pressure coming up. So just kind of watch those levels that I've identified, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and load the Nasdaq for you. Okay, so here's the Nasdaq, and you can see that on the hourly time frame, we have now been kind of putting in some resistance levels on this trend line here, and had some support coming around 6110. So zooming out to the 4-hour time frame, you can kind of see that the levels that we were previously having a resistance with are now acting as our support, and that's a good sign. The only thing that I do see here, as far as on the bad side of things, as far as if you're bullish, we are below this 50 period simple moving average, and I also do have a sell signal here. It is possible for us to see a fake breakout to the upside, and I'll show you why. We do have a gap located around 6200 here. So if we do get out above this trend line, we have the 50 period simple moving average here we're going to be battling with, as well as this 6190 level. So beware of that, but also just keep an eye on the general trend. And you can see on the daily time frame here that we are riding this or looking to test, and we'll be hopefully riding further north on this 50 period simple moving average, but we are again seeing some sell pressure come in here. So on the weekly time frame, you can see that we are battling here to hold these highs. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Nasdaq. We have seen this pattern, similar pattern before. However, given the immense run, it's definitely worthy to take note of the 6100 level now acting as support. Then we will see a further test to this 6,000 level, and then further downside possible to around 5,900. So that could be all possible in reality coming up soon. It does look like the Nasdaq is being slowly liquidated. So keep your eyes out on that. Manage your positions if you're long term. Might be time to take some money off the table. Again, we are below this 50-period simple moving average. So watch out for the fake breakout. It could be fake, it could not be. So we'll have to see what happens. But in the general grand scheme of how the pattern's playing out right now, I think it would be a fake breakout, but we'll have to see what happens. But again, 6190 is the level to watch for. If we do fill that gap, then it's going to be important to see what happens around the 6230 level with this 200-period simple moving average. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but I do think we'll at least test this 50-period simple moving average, possibly close this gap up here with further downside possible. Watch the 6110 level as your near-term support, and then zooming back out to the 4-hour time frame. If that does happen to fall, then you'd be looking for price to kind of fall to about this 6,000 level, and then we'll have to see what happens from there. It's possible extension down to this 200 as well. So the odds favor a little bit of a pop to test this 50-period simple moving average on the 4-hour time frame. If we fail that test and head down, then you're going to look for this level here around 6110, and then further downside definitely possible here and probable as well, given the looks like the aggressiveness of this sell-off. So we'll have to see what happens. I'll update you guys on Wednesday. I'm on Wall Street. This has been a presentation from thetradersperspective.com. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments below. Have a wonderful day.